Yeah, you can start.
Okay. Oh god, introducing myself. I'm Beth O'Reilly. I'm a singer-songwriter on YouTube, and my YouTube channel is The Beth Alice. And I sing songs with lots of feelings in them.
Okay. I'm just gonna move this a bit. There we go. So, why did you start making music?
When I was 8, I started writing songs because I just thought it was cool, because I always listened to music since I was basically born. So it just kind of came naturally to me. It just kind of seemed like the next thing to do. It was like, oh, I listen to music, so I should make music as well. But I only started kind of making it properly when I learned to play the guitar.
Okay. Who are your main musical influences? What kind of music do you listen to?
It's really varied. I go from listening to One Direction and Kesha to really angsty emo indie stuff like Tegan and Sarah and Alison Weiss, and then rock music. It's really strange. There's no set genre that I like.
Okay. What's with your lyric wall behind you? Everyone always asks about that.
Yeah, I moved downstairs into this room and the wall was plain white, and at the start I just covered it in posters, but then I was like, you know what, I want it to be different because everyone has posters on their wall. So I really love music, obviously, and was like, what are my favourite lyrics? And I wrote them all up on the wall. I kind of need to paint over it though, because a lot of the lyrics are really old and embarrassing, and I kind of want new ones.
Okay. Obviously you've just released a new EP, your first EP, which is brilliant. When you realised it had got to number 1 on the Irish iTunes chart, what did you feel?
It was actually really funny because I was just sitting in my pyjamas. I hadn't had a shower yet. I was all groggy and tired from the night before, and it was just me, my mum and my sister at home. And we just were screaming, and we were ringing people, and I was texting my friends, and I had this group chat going on, and we were all like, oh my god guys, it's on number 1, and everyone was freaking out just online. It was really weird. And then we went out for dinner to celebrate because it felt like a big deal. But yeah, it was so cool.
I see this week you've released songs that November missed. What's behind that? What made you want to release more music?
I like continuously releasing music. I hate the fact that, the way when bands release an album, it's another year until they release another album. I don't like that. I like keeping things going. So I've had a load of songs that I've just had recorded and just sitting on my laptop, and I'm like, you know what, I want to share these now because I'm going to be writing new music continuously, and there's always going to be new music to share, so I might as well just share it as it comes along.
What do you think of using social media to promote your music? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, and how people can take it a bit too far?
I think social media, I'm really, really in favour of using the internet to further people forward. I think it's really incredible the things that you can get up to on it. Tumblr has opened up an entire new audience for me. With Twitter, people can send me questions. It's just really handy for staying in contact with people, because YouTube itself is such an awkward platform to deal with people on. I would be in high favour of it. I just love it. I spend all my time on the internet anyway, so
Okay, so we always ask this one. If you had 5 minutes left on Earth to perform one song that was going to leave a musical influence on future generations, it doesn't have to be one of your songs, it can be any song, what would you pick to sing?
Oh god, that is the hardest question. I think that I think it would end up being 19 by Tegan and Sarah, because that's my favourite song. The lyrics mean the absolute world to me. It was the first song I ever learned to play on guitar. It was the only reason I learned to play guitar, so it was the start of my music career, and if it was the end of it as well, that would be quite fitting.
Okay. We see a lot of tweets about salmon on your Twitter page. What's the story behind this?
I really love salmon. There's nothing... I don't no, all my friends get really mad at me for it, but it's like my favourite food and it makes me really happy. When I was 8, whenever I'd get like stressed out or upset or something, my friend would literally just sit me down and start describing a piece of salmon to calm me down. It was weird. But yeah, so that started when I was young and I've just continued to love it ever since.
Is the rest of your family musical or is it just you?
We all love music. It's actually my dad's guitar that I play most of the time. And he kind of started teaching me the guitar. He taught me like 2 chords and then gave up, and then I taught myself. But no, there's always music like playing in the house, but it wouldn't be them that got me into performing.
Okay. Do you have any like live performances set up? Are you doing anything?
Well, I wish. I've got exams this year, so everything is just kind of exams. Hopefully next year, once I've done all this, I'll have free time and I'll be able to start booking gigs and stuff. I'm not 18 yet, so I can't sing in pubs yet either, which is a bit of a bummer, but hopefully next year it'll all work out.
How do you balance your YouTube career with schoolwork?
Very badly. I should probably be doing a lot more schoolwork than I am. All of my teachers have said it to me. They've been like, Beth, you might want to take the music thing just a bit slower this year. And I'm like, no, this year I'm doing more of it, if anything. I still do homework and study and stuff, but if I ever have a free day, I probably record a video instead of studying.
Do you get nervous before you film a YouTube video? Do you ever feel like, should I be filming this? Should it be me?
Yeah, always, and especially like if my family are home, because I'm always like they're listening to me, they can hear me, and I'm gonna mess up so many times, which I always do. It always takes like 20 takes for me to actually get something right. But actually uploading it is never, because once I've edited and uploaded, then I'm happy with it and it's fine and it's up there. But it's just the actual sitting down to record. I'm like, oh god, what am I gonna do today?
Okay. Regarding instruments, what different instruments do you play?
Not very many. I play the guitar and I play the ukulele quite well. I play very, very basic piano, and then the rest of the instruments that I use are all just done on GarageBand, so I don't actually have to play any other instruments.
What's been the hardest part about like getting known to the world? Because you are pretty well known now.
I think the strangest thing is people, like, obviously I love it when people send me compliments, and I hate responding, because I always feel like I'm just going to say thank you, and I feel like that's not enough, because if I'm just saying thank you to everyone, it sounds like I don't mean it, but I really do. I feel like I'm going to come across as not genuine or something, but I don't know what else to say apart from thank you.
You did a You Now broadcast on Halloween to promote the release of your new album. How was that? I did watch some of it, but I came in quite late.
It was really funny because all my friends were there, and it felt like a big thing. It was kind of one of the biggest You-Nows that I've ever done. It got the most views anyway, and it was just really fun to do because like I was singing the songs and all my friends were singing along, and everyone was kind of interacting. I love doing You-Nows because it does feel like you're actually talking to people as opposed to just posting a video and getting comments and response. It's live, it feels more real.
Okay. What's your favourite album forever, like by any artist?
Forever, my favourite album is The Con by Tegan and Sarah, and my copy of it actually got like broken and scratched the other day, so I'm getting a new copy for my birthday because it's my favourite album of all time. I will listen to it until I'm dead.
Will See You in November Will See You in November be released as a physical disc?
Hopefully. I'm looking into getting some CDs printed and putting them up in my Bandcamp shop, hopefully around Christmas time, so that I can give them as Christmas presents and things. But I just need to look into costs and stuff, because it's expensive to do all this sort of stuff, and I'm not big enough yet that I can just pay for things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully.
What advice would you give to people who've come from your kind of background and are just wanting to start up using YouTube as their platform?
I think one of the main things is to just upload a lot. Like, if you upload a large amount of videos, and as well, a large variety of videos. So, like, if you want to do the singing thing, try doing songs from a load of different genres. Like, I did One Direction, I did Melanie Martinez, I did Halsey, and I did Pierce the Veil, and it was the Pierce the Veil video that got me a load of subscribers, even though that wouldn't really be my style of music. It's good to have variety, because you never know what's going to make people watch you.
There's been a lot in the media this year regarding YouTube becoming the main platform for social media, expressing yourself, and also a news platform throughout the world over the next few years. What do you think about that?
I think it's incredible that social media has come that far. I think it's really good that people are accepting the internet as a valid news source now. I know it's easy to fabricate things, but a lot of the time you do get your news firsthand from the internet, and I think it's really good. YouTube as well, being a big social media platform, I think is incredible. I love that YouTuber is now a kind of new type of celebrity, because it just started off as this thing that people would do for fun, and now you can see it's having such a big influence, and people are starting their own YouTube channels, and it's a really great platform for like creativity.
Where can people find you on the internet, social media and stuff? What are your links?
I am Beth Does Music on Tumblr. I'm Beth Does Music on Twitter. I'm Beth O'Reilly on Facebook for like my musician page. I'm the Beth Alice or Beth O'Reilly on YouTube. I think that's it. I probably have some other like weird links for social media sites that I don't use. Oh, and I'm 7-Hole Swag on Snapchat. My Snapchats are great.
What's your Bandcamp page?
Oh yes, my Bandcamp page. I forgot about that. That's just bethoreilly.bandcamp.com, and that's where all my music is.
Okay, and you can also find Beth's music on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Thank you for filming today.
No bother.
Okay.